Hi there. Today I'd like to share to you about customer service and why it matters a whole lot. It's a topic that will never wear out because aside from providing this service to others, we are customers ourselves. First things first, what are your usual concerns or complaints as customers? Me, I really hate it when I have to wait on the phone for so long because someone could not attend to me. At times, it takes several minutes, and this could be really frustrating. At other times, my phone call gets dropped after waiting for so long. This is so annoying. Being on long lines and then receiving information that the cutoff for clients for the day has been reached makes me equally angry. And believe me when I say that, even we could be the nicest persons in the world, the monster in us gets unleashed. I even remember a time when I got so angry that they flagged the guard down to come and extract me from the area. Imagine that. I am sure that upon reflection, you have your own stories of being disappointed as customers. Thus, as service providers, we should really work on meeting or exceeding our clients' needs. Here's a list of common concerns of customers that we should bear in mind. Long response time, incorrect responses given to clients. When a customer gets transferred from one department to the other. When we are rude to customers. When we cannot offer a solution to the concern. When the customer can't seem to get a hold of anyone. When we do not follow through on what we promise. Let's now go to the first concern in customer service, namely long response time. Customers want immediate answers to their concerns. As much as possible, when they send out a message or question, they'd like to receive an answer within the same day. With social media bullying on the rise, they can even put you down just like that by not being able to respond right away to their concerns. So, what's the best way to handle this? Well, one is to set a time frame within the day to respond to your clients or customers. Don't keep them waiting and don't skip their messages or emails to you altogether. You can also set an automated response in your email if you cannot reply within the day. Here's an example. Hello, and thanks for your email. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Expect a reply not later than 3 days. You can also do this type of email response if you get a flood of messages in your email inbox. Just be sure to really get back to them within the time frame that you have set. Incorrect responses given to clients. Sometimes we have the tendency to give incorrect responses to clients for different reasons. Mostly it's because we either failed to read the memo on changes in the guidelines or we were not listening during the key meeting held recently. Take note that when we give inconsistent responses to our clients, it makes them irate and very annoyed. Thus, remember to be careful, especially if you are not sure of what to respond. Here's a quick tip on what to do. Ask for their name and contact information and say that you'll get back to them in 10 minutes. Coordinate this with your colleagues and find out the correct answer. Finally, call back the client to give them the answer to their question. As you can see in this photo, the guy here has gone all out ballistic because he was given the runaround. His question was not answered at all. His call was transferred from one department to the next with no actual response to his inquiry or problem. So, what's the solution to this? Help them out in seeking the answer. Follow the same suggestion of getting the person's contact information and finding out the answer to their question. Not only will you keep them calm, but you will also be appreciated for your strong customer service. We don't like it when people are rude, plain and simple. But there are many rude people out there, and it's quite disheartening. When you encounter this personally, you feel like you don't deserve such treatment and you'd like to mentally strangle the rude person acting almighty and powerful. Thus, if we don't like this quality in others, we have to be careful not to be rude ourselves. We cannot in any way use as an excuse that this is our personality already and that people should just accept us for who we are. Such toxic behavior is unacceptable and is likewise infectious. Thus, we all need to make a personal effort to practice the basics of respect. Now, what if a colleague of ours is a concern? What if we can't say to that person that we can't handle his or her toxicity? Well, that's why we have the HRD department. We have to brave it up and lodge our concern to our HRD personnel. This can be elevated by them to our school director for addressing. The answer, I don't know, is the worst answer that anyone can give to a client who is inquiring or asking us a question. Scene zoning them and ignoring questions altogether will likewise get us into a predicament. Thus, it matters to get back to them if you cannot readily give an answer. If there are questions that you really don't have the answer to, ask your colleagues and elevate it to a person in authority who can respond to your concern. Here's a quick tip. When responding to difficult or hard to answer questions, it's best to just call them up or talk to them in person. Replying in lengthy emails might not be the right solution, as the paper trail in emails or text conversations might be used against you. So do take note of that. Customers get easily angry when none of the office numbers are working. They don't like dialing and dialing office numbers that end up either busy or transferred to an office that is not in any way connected to the person that they're trying to reach. I've encountered this a number of times, especially when I tell clients to refer to our contact numbers found on our Facebook banner. They'd usually reply that either none of the numbers are working or that the line is always busy. Thus, we need to report this right away if there is something wrong with our telephone lines, so that due repair shall be done. It matters also to answer the call at the second or third ring. When receiving phone calls, mention the company, your name, followed by how may I help you. We receive criticism from clients if we do not follow through on our commitments or promises to them. Thus, it matters a lot to keep your promises or do not make promises that you cannot keep. Sometimes, in our desire to be a good customer service provider, we try to promise our clients the sun and the moon and the stars, so much so that some of our promises to them are not realistic. Remember, our flowery words can only do so much. Being true to our word matters a great deal. Keeping our commitments make us trustworthy, as well as this creates a good impression for us in our organization. While we have offered some possible responses to customer service concerns, there are a few more things that we can still do. First off, it matters to be organized as a group and, if possible, to write down official agreements and processes. It matters, whatever your department is, to organize yourselves very well so that everybody is on the same page on matters. Furthermore, be sure to cascade to other concerned people what you have discussed. This will spare us from so much hassle, especially from hypertensive customers. I cannot reiterate this more. Ask if you do not know the answer. Ask, and ask some more. Huwag magmamarunong at mag-imbento ng sagot. Hindi ka manghuhula. Answer also in a timely manner. As mentioned earlier, answer inquiries immediately. If you do not know the answer now, specify a time where you can give your answer. Listen carefully and only answer what is being asked. Sometimes we have this tendency to be overexcited to answer that what we tell our clients is not actually what they're asking about. Thus, it really matters to listen carefully first before giving an answer. Furthermore, only answer what is being asked. Do so in a respectful manner and never appear to be a know it all. Clients are usually not very fond of long answers. Be sensitive as well with how they answer to you on the phone and speak with you in person. Alamin kung gusto nila makipagkwentuhan o may iba pa silang mga gagawin. Smile, be polite, and be kind. These three qualities will help a lot in receiving the trust and support of your clients. Always make attempts to come out as approachable to the people around you. Remember that you look more handsome and beautiful if your personality radiates positive vibes. Of course, there are basic do's and don'ts when it comes to smiling. You cannot smile when your client is sad or mad, nor can you also channel the anger of your customers when that is what they project to you. Being mature in your ways will definitely get you very far in life. Extend help. Not everything should equate to pesos and cents. Do not confine yourself to your supposed job scope and hang on to the viewpoint that you should be compensated for every extra thing that you do. Being genuinely helpful and giving accounts for a lot. The time, effort, and energy that you exert in the service of your customers will go back to you in ways you least expect. It also matters to thank your customers for complaining and mean it. More often than not, when customers complain, we silently curse them or visualize them in pain because of the hurt we feel towards them. However, in my personal experience, thanking our clients for their complaints calm them down and, in a way, results in appeasing the complainant and keeping the peace altogether. So, here's an effective strategy to use. Thank the irate customer for sharing his or her concern. Explain that you appreciate him or her because he or she has only the best intention for us. Finally, have your pen and paper ready and list down all that this person has shared. Nod from time to time and then reiterate what was said to express that everything has been duly noted. End by saying that you will do something about it and get back to that person with feedback at the soonest time possible. Remember, when a value is communicated well, it gives your potential customers an option to choose you over others. With people having so many options right before their eyes, the type of customer service accounts for our longevity and progress as an organization. With this, thank you for listening to me and have an awesome, amazing, and glorious day.